Alright, I think I've made a video about this already, but I need to do it myself again, and I don't have the instruction manual right in front of me. So this is going to help you set the close limit on your Mighty Mule. This particular one is the MM371W, but it should apply to newer models. Now, if you have it on automatic close, you're going to have to stop that and bring it back to the fully open position. So it is a little windy out here, so let's go ahead and bring it back to the fully open position. And then once it is in the fully open position, obviously the unit is on, and I do have the automatic lock as well on the end. And so what we're going to do here is the box is open. Just use the 4 Phillips screws, open it on up. And this is the newer model here. So right here, S3. So you have S2 up above, S3 and S4. All right, so what we're going to do here to program it, now that we know our buttons right here, we're going to go ahead and hold S3 and S2 down at the same time until we hear a beep. Let me get it with these 2 fingers. It's a little chilly out here. So, and there we go right there. Okay, now you see the arrow up with S2. S4 is back. Okay, so we're going to push S2 until the gate closes to the proper limit. Now I do have the automatic lock on there as well, so that needs to engage. And if you do go too far forward or not enough, do it within the proper time before the control board resets. So right there. Okay, beautiful. If you do need to back it up, go ahead and hit S4 to back it up, but before it unprograms, S3, okay? So once it is in the desired position of close, then you come back here and hold down S3 until you hear that beep. If you've gone too far over, or if you need to back it up, then S4 to back it up if you feel like it's just gone too far into it right there. Okay, so if you haven't programmed your remote, I will do that in a different video, but we should be good to roll with here. So we're going to be testing this, and let's, number one, go over here and make sure we are in the desired position and we are latched in my lock, which I'm pretty sure we are. Looks like it. Okay, so now we're going to run this through. There we go. Okay, so we're going to run this through about like 5 times. And maybe 5 isn't necessary, but you know, if you have the time, run it through at least 3 times to ensure that, sorry, it's a little windy out here, ensure that the control board has it programmed beautifully. So our open limit, once again, is beautiful. And let's go ahead and lock it back into place here. Now, again, if you do need to use your remote to control it, then there are other videos, and I'll have another video on the channel as well about programming your remote control to it. I do have this manual push button as well right there. And if it is windy where you are, you can set the adjustable limit so it actually pushes a little bit harder, but let's see. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Looking absolutely fantastic. So what happens is, in that case, so I was gone for quite a while. Gonna go ahead and run it again. I was gone for quite a while, and what happens in that case is, the reason I even had to reset it, there was a big gap in my gate, and I have a dog and I don't want her to get out. But anyway, coming back from a long trip, could have been a FedEx person, could have been the propane guy, trash guy, maybe a delivery guy pushing through the gate, and you know, that's obviously not good for the gate, but you're not home, so you can't really, you know, reprimand them at all. So what I'm getting at is, FedEx could have pushed the gate open because maybe there was a little gap. Could have been the wind. We get some gnarly winds out here. I don't know, but I needed to reset my close limit. And so this is number 2, and we'll go ahead and run it through again. A few rounds there. Very good. Reason I even put this thing on is because the wind, and I wanted to make sure it locked into place really well, because I do, again, have the dog, and we have a street right out here where people drive a little too fast. So again, I'm going to run this through another 3 times, 2.5 times now. We'll call it a day. So hopefully that helps you get back up and running. Super simple, but a lot of the videos online right now are for the older control boards. And this obviously is a newer control board. So hopefully the video has helped you. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on your way out. Also subscribe for more videos like this, DIY house projects, all sorts of good videos and more. We'll see you on the next video. My name's Chris. We'll see you then.